guys, welcome to Andy's Corner, where I rant to you about books that I love. Today, I am incredibly excited to do my first video in what I'm going to turn into a regular series on this channel, which is monthly book orders from the website Better World Books. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. I hope you guys are familiar with it. I only became aware of it probably around 6 to 8 months ago, and it has been a game changer for me. Basically, it's an online store that sells used books, like old library books. They have like current and newer books out as well, but I use it mostly for the older stuff, just because, like I mentioned before, I got back into reading within the last like 2 years or so. So there's a huge backlog of books that have come out over the years that I just have no idea about or haven't read, and so I have a lot to catch up on along with kind of the more current things. So I've used Better World Books already many times just to make orders, and I thought it would be really fun to turn it into like a monthly series where I show you guys the books that I picked up from Better World Books and kind of how I'm building my collection. So if that's something that's interesting y'all, I hope you guys stick around. If you guys have any recommendations based on these books that I show you, or if you have any thoughts on any of them, I'd love to hear it down below. Let me know. But it has taken all of my willpower to not immediately dive in and tear these books out. But I wanted to do it on camera. So obviously I know it's in there, but I'm excited to show y'all what I picked up recently. So let's get into it. Right, so let's see what the first book is for the September Better World Books haul. Another thing I didn't mention, if you guys aren't familiar with Better World Books, every time you buy a book, they will also donate a book, which I think is really cool. So I love buying things secondhand in general and finding a good deal, but I think that's just an added benefit that you're kind of helping give books to people that maybe wouldn't have had access to them before. So the first one is The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce. This is very much in that literary fiction, character-driven. I just love books like this. This is kind of right up my alley, so I'm super excited to get into this one as well. And it's an old library book. I love that. I actually look for the old library books on their website. A lot of people don't like that, but I'm obsessed with them. So that's the first one. Second one, Jurassic Park, okay? Obviously a classic. I've never read it. Figured this would be a good place to start with Michael Crichton. Obviously I've seen the movie, familiar with it, but wanted to pick this one up as well. And these are really cheap for the most part, the ones I'm picking up. Like a lot of the ones I'm showing you today probably cost me anywhere from $3 to $6 for the most part. Next up, 500 Miles from You. Let me get the other one out from this series as well. I dropped the book. Alright, these are Jenny Colgan, the next two books after the Bookshop on the Corner series. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It starts with a K, got a lot of letters in it. But I'm really excited about these. I love the first book in the series, so these are the next two. I'm curious to see where they go with it. I really like the characters, and it's another one of those that if I'm stressed and I just need a book where I can relax and not worry too much about what's going on, these are perfect. Really excited about these two. And last, but certainly not least, is Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. So I read How to Stop Time by him earlier this year, and it wasn't my favorite story. I thought it was fine, but I really enjoyed his writing style, so I want to read Midnight Library. I know he has a couple other ones, but this was one that stuck out to me as somebody that's dealt with anxiety. I know that's really common nowadays, but I love the way he writes, and it's a topic that I'm always looking to kind of dive into more books on and figure how other people think about the subject and how it's affected them. So I'm excited about this because it combines both of those things in a writer that I really enjoy. So optimistic that this is going to be really cool as well. So those are the 5 books I picked up. I probably should have mentioned that in the beginning. Probably going to do somewhere around this amount each month, somewhere between probably like 4 to 7, just depending. These are the 5 that I've picked up for this month. So again, Notes on a Nervous Planet, Jurassic Park, The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, and then The Bookshop on the Shore. I don't think I said the name of that one. The Bookshop on the Shore, and then 500 Miles from You, both by Jenny Colgan. So those are my 5 books for September. Really excited about it. Not sure which one I'm going to read first, but if you guys have any recommendations of which one that you love, maybe one that you weren't as big a fan of, let me know down below. I'd love to hear it. And if you guys like this, please recommend me more books to read in the future. That's kind of half the reason I started this channel. So I would love to hear it, and hope you all have a great day.